it's Jessica with Southern Sparrow, and you have made it to episode 8 of our Mahj 101 series. If you haven't been watching these videos in order and you just got served this one, go back to the beginning. This is our series on how to play American Mahjong, and you're almost to the end. Actually, you're at the end. We are about to declare Mahjong. So on the last video, we talked through how the game works. And when you get to the end of the game, you hopefully have a player, if it's not a wall game, who gets to say, Mahj, meaning I win. So I have my winning hand here on top of my rack. I just Mahjed. Here's the hand. When you declare Mahjong, you will tell the other players at the table which hand you are winning, and you will then show all of your tiles up on top of your rack and walk them through what you did. So I would say to the players at my table, I would say, I am winning the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th line down in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the right-hand side, and I have a pung of 5 cracks, a pung of 7 cracks, a Kong of 9 cracks, and 2 pairs of opposing dragons. Opposing meaning the opposite suit. So I played my hand in cracks, and my dragons are the dragon for dot and the dragon for bam. So that is the hand that I have Mahjed, the 6th line down in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If you have your National Mahjong League card in front of you, follow along there. And now let's talk about how to score that hand. So everyone confirms, oh, yep, you win Mahjong. Okay, congratulations. If you're playing socially, that's the end. You'll throw back all the tiles, shuffle them up, start to build your walls, deal again, and the deal would pass to the next player. So this player would become the east seat for the next game. That's if you don't keep score. Sometimes it's fun to keep score. Some players like to keep score during social games just so that then maybe the person with the highest score takes home the floral centerpiece from the afternoon or takes home a little small prize. I've played in a handful of tournaments and you keep score there so that you know who wins, and there's usually prizes or maybe money at the end of it. Some players also like to play for money. Typically that's for coins. So if you have a 25-point hand, that would earn you a quarter from each player if you didn't have any special wins. So with scoring, the value of your hand is the point value that is printed to the right of your hand. So the hand that I have Mahjed here on my rack is this 6th one down in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The value of that hand is 25. So there's a couple different ways to score it. That's the starting score, meaning that if I called for Mahjong, every player, meaning I called a discarded tile. Someone discarded the 9 crack and I said, call to Mahj, baby, Mahjong. And I called that tile. Everyone at the table would pay me a quarter, or I would get 25 points for that, except for the player who discarded would pay double. Meaning if we were playing for money, everyone would give me a quarter and she would give me 50 cents if she was the one who discarded the tile that I drew. Now, if I drew my own Mahjong tile to win, meaning it's my turn, I draw from the wall and I get a 9 crack and I say, Mahjong! Then everyone at the table pays double, or I get double the point value there. So that is how you do it. If I had this hand, if this hand were jokerless, meaning that I didn't have any jokers, that would also be doubled. So everyone would pay double if we were playing for money, or I would get bonus points for a jokerless hand. That does not apply if you're playing a singles and pairs hand, because that higher point value is factored in. Because you can't ever have a joker in a single or a pair, every singles and pair hand will be jokerless, and that's why those point values are so much higher. So you don't get the point bonus for a jokerless hand if it's a singles and pairs line. You get the value of the line plus a bonus if you self-drew and a bonus if it's jokerless. And if you were not the player to win, but you were the player who discarded the winning tile, then you have a penalty. And that is set out based on if you're playing for money, you'll pay that player double. If you're not playing for money or you're just keeping score, we have a little scorecard. It's a cute little pad. And you can keep score. I like to use them for social games, but it does follow tournament style scoring. So you would get 10 extra points for self-picked and 10 extra points for no joker. And the player who discards the winning tile loses 10 points. But if the player who wins had 2 or more exposures, then they lose 20 points. And that's pretty standard scoring for playing in tournaments. So again, the value of your hand is listed at the end of the line. And that is how you determine the scoring depending on what way you're playing. If you're playing tournament scoring, you can use a cute little scorecard like this. If you're playing for coins, for quarters, then you would get double pay if you self-pick, double pay if it's jokerless, and the discarder of the discarded tile that you called to win Mahjong would pay double. So that's how you score. That's how you win in Mahjong. You guys have made it to the end of our Mahj 101 series. Congratulations. You are totally ready for your first Mahjong game. I hope that this series was helpful. If you have any additional questions, please, please, please drop them in the comments down below or shoot us a note online or an email. We're always here to answer any questions that you have about this game. It is such a joy to share Mahjong with you, and happy Mahjong, y'all.